So what is matrices? Matrices is basically a table, but you rewrite it. So it will look something like this, with like numbers in it. It can be random numbers, like just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's say like that. You rewrite it into a matrix. You just basically just you don't need to draw those lines, but you just write the numbers like this. So yeah, that's the matrix. It's actually pretty simple. And for dimensions of the matrix, you will need to write the dimensions of the matrix. So it is the number of rows times the number of columns. So in this case, the number of rows is 2. There's 2 rows, and there's 4 columns. So this matrix is a 2 by 4 matrix. Okay, so now you know what is matrix. It's time for the addition and subtraction of the matrix. So let's first learn that what do we need to what we need to be able to add or subtract a matrix. So the first thing you need is they need to be in the exact same dimension. Actually, that's the only thing you need. Exact same dimension. So the size of the two matrices need to be exactly the same. Otherwise, you cannot add or subtract the two matrices. For example, if you have a matrix like this, let's just write some random numbers. Plus, let's say, if you do this, there is no answer. So this answer is NA, not available. Because you cannot add matrices with different dimensions. But what you can do is matrices with the same dimension, exactly the same dimension, like this one. And this one. That's a 9, by the way. It looks like a G. I don't know why I read it that way. Let's say it like that. Yeah, you can add this. But how do you add them? Okay, so it's pretty simple. You just you add them. Like 1, the first row, first column. For the first matrix, add the first row, first column of the second matrix, and the first row, second column add the first row, second column, and just like that, you just add those. And for this, you will get 1 plus 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 9 is 11. 4 plus 6 is 10. 9 plus 2 is 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. That's 4. That's 15. And that's 4. So this is what you get. That is the answer for this. Okay. So now we know the addition. Subtraction is basically the same thing, but instead of adding those numbers, you just subtract those numbers. And need to follow the same rule, and they need to be in the exact same dimension. Otherwise, you cannot subtract as well. So for example, if you have these numbers like 3, 6, 9, 2, 4, 0, minus 9, 6, 0, 4, 7, 8, not like that. You can add those matrices. So, subtract. So for 3 minus 9, that's minus 6. 6 minus 6, that's 0. 9 minus 0, that's 9. 2 minus 4, that's minus 2. 4 minus 7, it's minus 3. 0 minus 8 is minus 8. And just like that, that is the subtraction of matrices. Okay? So here's a bonus. If you want to know it, you can just remember it. But I'll just give a little hint about what we're going to do next time. It's the multiplication and the division of matrices. So I will give a hint. If you cannot remember, just pause the video and just just watch the first part again. But if you want to know it, it's actually pretty fun. So for matrices multiplication, I need to follow the rule of the first. Actually, there's a pretty interesting thing. A times B, like matrix A times matrix B, is not equal. It's not equal. Okay, I'll use red because it's very important. It's not equal to matrix B times matrix A. It's a very interesting fact. And you will know why when we explain it next time in the next video. Because it's gonna be very, 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 it's kind of like it's hard to remember how do you do matrix multiplication. But once you get the hang of it, you will just know it. Okay? So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Corny. Thank you.